Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Betty. Y'all all know that, I am sure. And I am still playing around with junk mail envelopes. Guys, I've got so many of these things that it's going to take forever for me to get through them all. But what I want to do today is I want to just mess around with the little pieces that we've cut off of the ends from some of the projects that we've done. And this is my little prototype here. I'm going to set those to the side. So it's just a little, a very thin profile little folio. And now you can cover the outside of the envelopes, which we may do today. But this one I was just trying to see how it would work, and I love it. You can put a closure and all that on it, but I didn't do anything to this one because I was just basically just trying to see how it was going to do. So I have a bunch of ends from the different envelopes that I've cut off, and you want to make sure that they're the same width. That's going to be the biggest thing. So I'm just going to go through and try to sort some. I don't know. Let me see. I should have done this before I got on camera. So this one is almost 4 inches. That one's bigger. This one's bigger. These may be the ones that we end up using then. Okay, those are the same size. Those are the same size. Alright, so we on a roll right this minute. Never mind. So, I mean, you don't need a lot. I mean, you can do as many as you want in it. So, let me just go ahead and kind of get all the ones that are the same size, and then we can figure out how many we want to put in there. And see, I've got them in different heights, so that's the next thing. Okay, so it looks like all of these could be used. So we'll put these up for something else. All right, so let's see. We've got some that are about the same size. And y'all, my naked baby is crawling up on my shoulder while I'm trying to do this. She got spayed on Thursday, and she has not wanted to leave me. Okay. So these are about the same size. So let's just go with those. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do we want to put all 6 in there? Let's do it. Well, you know what? Some of these are open on the other end. So let's go ahead and see about that. So we won't, I mean, you can use those, but, you know, we don't have to use them. So we're not. Well, that narrowed it down. We've got 3 that are closed. So I'll tell you what we'll do. If we have time, we'll do 3 with the that are closed, and then we may do 3 that are open. How about that? And these look to be, Dahlia, do you mind? Guys, I apologize. Let me try to get my little naked baby down. Dahlia, please move. See, this is what I deal with. You cannot. I apologize, everybody. I've had people comment about her being on my desk, and I just, you know. All right, so I am going to use, I've got the Christmas Tim Holtz backdrops. I've also got volume 2, 4, and 5. But I think we're just going to stick with the Christmas. And these are a good size, so that's what we're going to use today. So let's just pick one out and be done with it. And that's going to be the issue for me because I like them all. And you can use scraps, and normally I would use scraps, but I'm just going to do this one because, to be honest, I just got them the other day and I just really want to use them, and that's just the truth of it. So there you go. There ain't no sense even trying to beat around the bush and, you know, act like it. Yeah, I just want to use them. All right, I'm going to stick these back in the package for now. And y'all, if my cat looked dirty, it is because she is dirty. I don't know if y'all know anything about a Sphinx, a hairless cat, but they have oils on their body, and so they have to get a bath like all the time. And because she just got, I'm so sorry, because she just got spayed, I can't bathe her right now, and so she's dirty, and it's killing me. All right, so these are, what did we say these were? Because we're going to cut this a little bit wider than these are. So these are about 4 1/8. So let's cut this at maybe 4 1/4. I think that should be good. Well, let's do 4 1/2, and that way we'll know that we've got it plenty in there. All right, and so let's see what the height of these are. And these are showing to be 3 inches. So we're going to need 3 inches there. We'll do maybe like 1/8 of an inch for like the spine, and then another 3 inches to cover it. So that's 6 1/8. And then we want to do maybe about a 2-inch fold. So we want to cut this about 2 1/8 inch. No. 8 1/8 inch. God help me, guys. And I don't have the 1/8. Yeah, I do. Yeah, we'll just cut it like that. And it's going to depend on the height of your, you'll cut your cardstock based on the size of your envelope pieces that you have. Just make sure you'll double the height and then add whatever you want to add for your flap. And then for the width, you're just going to add a little bit on each side for your width. And that's how you come up with your measurement for that. Alrighty, now let me see if I can find my scoreboard. Here it is. I just dropped my my paper trimmer. Okay, so we know that these are 3 inches, right? So I'm going to actually score this at 3 1/4 inches. And then I want to give a 1 tick line there for a fold, for a spine. And then, let me do that, because guys, y'all know I do not do good with doing measurements, so I'm not even going to try and act like I can do the measurement. So I'm folding them on the thing there, and I'm going to do 3 1/4 again, and then I'm going to do that little 1/8 of an inch again. And that should be right. Hopefully it is. Because if it's not, we're still going to go with it. And I'm going to act like it is. But it should be right. And it looks like it is. So we've got a little bit of a spine there. And then when you fold this over, we got a little bit of a spine there as well. Yay! Okay, I've done that. I'm a little proud of myself there. All right, let's round. That is not my corner rounder. Let's round the corners, because I think I want the corners rounded. And I think I may want, do I want it to fold this way? What do you guys think? See, this is when I wish I was live. No, I think it does look better that way. All right. Let's go ahead and cover these. I've got some book page. I've got some vintage dictionary page here. And you don't have to cover them, like these, you're really not going to see the outsides because they're, yeah, It's one of them days. It's white, so you really wouldn't see it. Should we cover it? Let's go ahead and cover it. I'm not going to beat around the bush anymore. Let's just cover it and be done with it. And I have a ton of vintage book pages anyway, so it's not hurting anything at all. And I just went to our library bookstore again today, and I got a whole box of vintage books. Y'all know I can't stay out of there. I love, love, love it. There's a bunch more that I want to get, but I did show a little bit of restraint today. I'll have to show you guys. Oh, and there will be a new digital, or maybe several new digitals coming out. Hopefully, I'm going to try and release them within the next day or so. I got my hands on some vintage French documents. So I've got the scans, and I'm working on the digitals right now, but I've got postcards and letters. I don't have a lot of receipts. I'm still trying to see if I can get some, but I've got a lot of French documents that I've already got the scans of, so that is pretty exciting. This I can probably tear easier than cutting it. So I'm just going to tear, and then I can do each one individually. Yeah, this will be easier, I think, because this book page is so brittle. It's very easy to tear. I don't even know how old that dictionary page is, but see, I should have done some of this off camera so that y'all didn't have to dip, but I apologize. I just trying to film whenever I get half a chance, because like I said, Dahlia she has not let me out of her sight. I mean, even going to the bathroom, y'all, my cat's thinks she's got to go in there with me, and I'm just like, which I'm not complaining because I love my little cat, but oh, I tore that. It's okay. It ain't going to make a difference. So let's go ahead and we'll cover the back side too, because, you know, since we're going ahead and doing all this, may as well do it all the way. You know what? Let's do the back side with music paper. How about that? So now let's do this. So yeah, I hope everybody is doing good. We're still getting things ready for Thanksgiving. I'm so excited about my grandbabies coming up. Cannot tell y'all how excited I am about my grandbabies coming up. I am ready to see them and spend some time with them. I care less about food or anything like that, because y'all know I don't eat nothing anyway. Which is one reason my doctor but I think my weight loss has like kind of settled off, so I think I'm okay. But I still have no real desire for food. If I eat, I eat. If I don't, I don't. And then when I do eat, it's just, well, today at one of my granddaughter's birthday party, one of the ones that lives here, her mom had hot dogs and stuff, and she buys the really good hot dogs. She buys the ones like they have in the Sam's Club deli. So they're really good. And I finally got one. I ate half of it, and it was just a regular size one. And I was just like, I'm done. I ate half a hot dog, you know, I'm done. And that's how, I don't know. So I could care less about the food at Thanksgiving. My thing is I am just so ready to see those grandbabies. So, all right, let's tear this. And again, you don't have to do this. This has taken extra time. But, you know, I just wanted to go ahead and do the one showing how I do it, since I've got the one that's not done. Or if you didn't want to do this and you were worried about the white showing, you could just ink around the edges of the envelope. Like I could have done like red or green, since, you know, this is a Christmas paper. I could have easily done that, and we might do that on the next one if I've got time to do another one. Oh, poo. Let me just cut it and be done with it, because you want to make sure that it's the same height. And y'all know I'm not going to throw these pieces of book page away. They'll go in my masterboard book. Let me trim that up. Okay. So now we're good on that. Get this out of the way. So I want to make sure that I've got them all going the same direction. Which way do these things open? Oh, Lord, I thought maybe I'd done glued them shut, y'all. Y'all know I would do that. Is this going the right way? Okay. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn one the wrong way, where it's the music, and then so it'll be like that when you look at it. All right, let's see how this is going to fit in there and see if I've done my measurements halfway decent. Oh, that's a relief. All right, so the first thing you want to do is your back envelope piece. Make sure you got it going the right way. You just want to take a strip of glue and you just want to put it right down that middle. And you don't have to have a lot, but y'all know how I am. It's always overkill. And I'm going to find where my second score line is so that I don't get it on my score lines. And I'm just going to put it right in there like that. And so I don't know if you guys can see where my score lines are. I stayed off of my score line just a little bit. And so now we're going to take the second one and we're going to put glue down the middle of it. And then we're just going to line it up on top of that one. Just like that. So, see, you can put as many in there as, I mean, if you wanted to do all 6 or 7 or 8, you can do as many as you want. It's just, you know, if you're putting more than, you know, this in it, just make sure to take that into account whenever you're trying to figure out the size of your paper to do your little, like, spine area. And that's all you have to do. And so now for this one, I'm just going to put some right down here on top of this one here. And then I'm just going to shut my little book down on top of it. And so, honestly, it's done. The little book is completely done. But, you know, we want to probably embellish it some. So look at that. How cute, guys. Look. And you could put like little pieces of ephemera in it. But let's see what we got that we can work with. I do have, what do I have right here? I have some of my Christmas labels. I should have brought out some of my ephemera. My book is over there and I don't feel like trying to get to it. So these are some of my Christmas, my red and green Christmas labels. Let's see. What do we want to put? What about Merry Christmas? Do we want to do red or green? Let's do green because it's right here closest to where we've already started cutting out. So we're just going to cut that out real quick. Maybe. Cut right there. Okay. And let's put some book page behind it, or should we do the music page? So I'm just grabbing a little piece of that we just used. And I can see, I could do it like that. I think that would be cute. Let's see, where's my inker? Alright, so what I've got right here at my hands is green, so that's what we're going with. And you could ink up the little folder too if you wanted to. I just don't really feel like doing that right now. I don't know, we might. Who knows? Y'all know how I am. So just going to ink that up a little bit, and let's ink this little thing up. And I printed my labels on regular paper for some, I don't know why. Normally I print them on cardstock, and I printed all of my stuff on regular paper the other day. I don't know if I just forgot that that's what was in the printer, or I have no idea. So, and I'm not going to reprint them, and you know, so I'm just going to use them and not worry about it. It'll be all right. So I'm just going to put that down, and then I'm going to put this down, and then what do I want to do for the closure? Let's think about it. We could, let's see, we could do like a little you know what we can do? Let's see. Let me try and fussy cut. Where are my little fussy cut scissors? Right here. Let me see if I can halfway fussy cut out this poinsettia piece right here, because we can use it as our closure. I'll show you how I'm going to do that. Maybe, if it works out the way I'm hoping it does. And if it don't, y'all know I'm going to leave this in here so y'all can see my boo-boo. So there we go. But I think it might work out. We will find out in just a matter of minutes. I should have done one from the other side though, because I got the Merry Christmas right there. My goodness. See guys, this is where I get myself in trouble. But they're all going that direction. Wonder if I done this one, if you could tell it was upside down. Yeah, you can. Huh. I'm afraid that one's not going to look right. Now what am I going to do, guys? See, my thought was, and I guess it'll still work. I can kind of tuck that behind there maybe. My thought was to do it like this and only glue down this part right here. And so this up here would act as a little tuck. But I'm seeing that it's not real sturdy either. So let's back it onto something. I got something over here, I'm sure, that we can back it onto. Let's glue it onto here. I can see I'm about to get green ink on everything. So let's do that. And even if I don't think it'll cover up that Christmas, but if it does, well, it's just going to have to. See, that's where I wasn't thinking ahead of time and just put it down without even thinking. And I should have been a thunking. But, guys, y'all know how I am. So let me just kind of cut around this, and then I'll fussy cut. Because I want it to be sturdy enough that I can feel comfortable sticking that top flap down behind it. And I could do a circle or something like that. I was just thinking that this would be really cute. And it would be, especially if I had thought about the placement of the Merry Christmas label ahead of time. But I think it'll still be okay. Let me trim this up just a little bit. And let's just throw some ink on it real quick just to make sure there's no white thing shining. Yeah, I think that'll work. So if I put it right there, I'm wondering if I'm going to need something on the other side too. Let's just go ahead and glue this down and see what we can do. So I'm only going to glue about half of it down, maybe to like right there. And so let's stick it down like that. And we're just hoping that it holds. How about that? But I think it does need something on the other side. So let's see what we can do to the other side. See, this one is okay, but those leaves got cut off. So that's my only issue there. Let's see. Let's try and do something with this one and see if we can. I don't know. I think I'm just making a mess now, guys, and I'm sorry. I'm just trying to correct my boo-boo that I wasn't thinking about when I glued the Christmas label down. I think that might be okay. What do you guys think? If we have this one tucked behind there, and we put that one I don't know. I think that'll actually work. I think that looks okay. So let's go ahead and just back it too, and we're going to do it. And just know that before you go putting anything down, make sure you know where your closures are going to be. Unlike me, because I wasn't thinking. I'm just going to, again, I just want to back it just to make sure that it's good and steady, because we'll be, you know, opening that flap up several times. So let's just cut around it real quick. So I'm just going to attempt to follow I mean, I didn't really follow much of a pattern when I was fussy cutting that, so it really don't matter. I was just kind of aiming my scissors at it and cutting. So it's fine. That's the one thing about flowers is you really, if you cut part of the petal off, nobody really knows what the shape of the petal was to begin with, so it really don't make that much difference. Just kind of get it halfway believable, and I think you'll be okay. Or at least that's what I'm telling myself right now, so we're good. Alright, so I think we're going to put this one like that. So I want to glue down and I'm putting my thumb on the part that I don't want to glue down, so that I know what part needs to be glued down and what part does not. Dahlia, you are going to get in trouble, little girl. She knows I'm busy, and so she is plundering in the closet. Just like a child. She's in a bag in the closet. Y'all, that cat. Okay, I think it turned out pretty good, though, even with my little boo-boo there. Look at that. How cute is that? So you just open that up, and then you have all of the space for, like you could tuck ephemera in it. You could put like little note cards. I'll throw some stuff down in it since see, I could have some little pieces of ephemera to stick down in there. You know, if you had like, you know, wanted to Happy Mail some ephemera or something to somebody, a pen pal, you could do it in one of these. So cute. Except for me and my crazy closure. I think next time I'll do a thing around it there. Let's go ahead and make the other one real quick. I'm not going to cover the pages on the other one probably, and I won't decorate the envelope, but we'll just show how that we can use them if they've already. So I need to trim. It looks like I need to trim one, and I'm not even going to bother to get the trimmer out. I'm just going to do it like that. and hopefully that works. And so I just need to basically just put a strip of glue. Okay, Dahlia's back in my lap, guys. I just need to put a strip of glue right down there at the bottom just to close it. And so that's all I'm doing. So it's just like if it, you know, was the regular envelope. So if you have some, you know, that are not closed all on one end like that, just glue that bottom flap down and you're fine. So now what we need to do is figure out how wide these are. And so these are not quite 3 inches, I don't think. Nope, they're about 2 7/8, and of course they should be the same width because they were the same width. So about 4 1/8. I don't remember, what did we do, 4 1/2? Is that what we done? All right, let's grab, do we want to use a Christmas one, or do we want to do, let's do one of these just because we can. You know what? I have a piece of my master board up here. That's what we're going to use. So this is out of the sketchbook. That's where I do all of my master board collage at. And I just keep it in there. When I need it, I just pull it out and cut off as I need it. And it's all right there together, and I don't have to worry about it. Well, I'm sorry about having to get this big old thing out, but my little one's too narrow to cut the width, or this width here. So I want it at 4 1/2. Right. So let's make sure we got 4 1/2. Okay, and then let's do our math here. And we said it is not quite 3, so I think we can get by with the same thing. So if we do 3 1/8, so let's do 8 1/8. Actually, I don't know, 8 1/4 is what I think I'm cutting here. It don't matter. And now I've still got enough for a journal card. All right, so on this, I know that because I want the writing to be the correct way up, and for the most part, this is the correct way, so I'm going to put that in there, and we're going to do, let's do it at 3 1/8. No, let's go ahead and do it back at 3 1/4, and then we'll do the little one tick past that. Okay, and so I'm going to fold on that second score line, maybe, because that's what I want to put against the thing, because y'all know my mind cannot do any measuring tonight, or mathing. So then I'm going to score on 3 1/4 again, and then the 1/8, because I can't even think to try and figure out what I could probably just stick it back in the thing and give y'all the measurements, but I don't feel like it. My brain hurts. So now I'm just going to fold that. Where is my bone folder? I just had it. I probably ate it, because I can lose something quicker than nobody's business. I don't know if you guys are like that, but I can lose something and had it just in my hand, and then, I don't know, it'll be lost. I don't think I just had the bone folder, but I did have it today. All right, so let's round the corners on this as well. Now see, this one would look cute to have done the book page, covered it on, but it's okay. I don't know what, oh, I'm cutting this weird or something. Or maybe my corner trumper's not liking it. think that's it. My corner chomper don't like it, so we're just going to round that corner like that. Yep, we are not stressing over it. There we go. So again, just make sure that your flaps are all facing the same up, you know, because see, like that one, see, just make sure you got all your openings going the same way. And we're going to just do the same thing again. We're just going to glue right down the middle there. And I'm going to glue myself. I'm just going to line it up in there. Make sure I'm just checking myself, guys. I do not trust myself on that kind of stuff. And so now we're going to do this again. And let's just line it up as best as you can. If you don't get it completely lined up, it is not the end of the world. And then we're going to do this one. Okay, yes. And then we're just going to put the glue right down the middle of this one here. And I'm gluing the top of my envelope so I can see that. So I'm going to have to make sure they open. And they do. Look, how cute. And now you could even just paper clip this if you didn't want to worry about putting a closure on it. You could just paper clip it. Like you could paper clip it inside of a journal, and this is a lot of extra writing space, you know, that they could you could tuck little cards down in. So you don't have to do, especially if you use something like this collage masterboard, this is pretty much already decorated. I mean, there's nothing that really needs to be done to it. So anyway, guys, I hope you liked the little video. It was not much of a tutorial because I was a bumbling nerd in it, whatever. I apologize, but you know, yeah, so this is what you can do with the little leftover pieces from your envelope projects that you do. You know, don't throw them away, you know, because they can definitely be used. You can make pockets out of them just like they are without even having to do anything like this. But this is just a way that you can use them and make them look really cute. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate y'all so much, and I will see you all hopefully tomorrow. Bye, guys.